What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Bird's Eye View. Yours truly, Will I Am, in the building with Will. We got Mika J. What's going on with you?
What up? What up? I feel fabulous. It's been an amazing week for us.
Yes, it
Okay, yes it
has.
has.
Yes,
Yes
it
it has.
has.
Yes it has. Hey,
Bump City, what's going on with you?
hey, like Meek said, things are looking up finally for us, man.
Ooh,
Things are
Yes.
wee.
looking up.
That's a
Beautiful
beautiful
week.
feeling. Beautiful feeling, man. Beautiful feeling.
Wonderful way to start the
Beautiful.
new year.
Yeah.
Happy New Year's,
Man,
everybody.
right?
Happy New Year.
Happy
Yes.
Yes,
New
indeed.
Happy
Year's.
New Year.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think I went to sleep with a smile on my face. I think I stayed up and tried to get every article
News.
on the
Right,
game,
right,
everything. I was trying to read it, but haven't done it in a while, so I love that. Just the
right.
Yeah.
opportunity to just to do that and just to hear from other people. And you guys is probably saying, "What are you talking about?" We're gonna get into that real quick so you guys understand why we are on cloud nine for the first time in a long time as Louisville
Long time.
Long
fans.
time.
Long time. So let's go ahead and start off with this one. We're gonna go ahead and get caught up on the women's basketball real quick. Louisville women had a road game, went to Boston College, was able to pull that off 86-73. Big time win for them. Try to get back on the track. They improved to 8-5. Um, and I think it's 1-1 in conference play. We all remember the last time they had a conference play and got drugged
Right,
on ABC like
Yes.
no other, like they stole something and got caught.
right,
Way to regroup. Way to regroup.
Right.
Bump.
right.
Let me ask you, Bump. What you thought? I mean, I know these are the young team and we've been talking about. I guess Bump got a phone call or something else. Hey, he's back.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's back.
He's back.
He's back. He's back.
Man.
That's okay. We know how your stuff work. But
Right, right.
they 1-1 Bump, man. What's your thoughts? This so much as the outlook and things like that.
Right, I think that we're coming along. They're a young team, mostly freshmen, with two seniors. And I watched. I think I caught a little bit of the Boston College game. I think it was nip and tuck for most part of the game, and they kind of pulled out in the fourth quarter. But overall, I'm happy with it. I didn't expect a whole lot from his team this year, being so young, but it seemed like they're starting to gel a little bit better than what we've seen them early in the year.
Cool, cool. Mika, what you thinking?
It was a good win. If I'm correct, Cochran had a good game, right?
Yes, you did.
Yes.
13 and
So
7.
she
Hmm.
showed up ready to play. I think as long as she's doing that, then they're gonna do better because they really need her.
Right,
Like she's kind of dependent upon, and as long as she shows up, I think that that's gonna give those freshmen the even bigger confidence than they already have.
Yeah.
And like Bump said, they're gelling at the right time.
The remarkable thing is that they had 6 players in double figures, which is
That's what's up.
so spreading the ball, doing all that kind of stuff. What they needed. They had a lot of turnovers, 20 turnovers, but 14 assists. But still, there's still this that gelling. There's so many new people,
Yeah.
like Bumper, like Mika said. There's
right,
just so many new people, but that leadership has to be there. The Nyla
Yeah.
Harris, the Cochran, the Russell, all that stuff. Curry, it has to be a mainstay right
Yeah.
there. So if we can get that, but that's 6. I can't recall the last time it's been 6 players basically on the women's team, even successful that had 6 a game with 6 and double figures. So, hey,
right.
That's good.
that's real good. So hopefully they can go
I'll
ahead.
take it.
They got Miami this week. You know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So
I believe that's tonight.
yeah, well, not
Oh, okay.
not tonight, but
Yeah,
you know,
it's not tonight.
Yeah.
it's third.
You
Yeah,
know.
you know.
Okay,
Earn Friday, bird's eye view.
okay.
That's all good. Good win, ladies. Continue to grow and
Yes.
gel, and that's what it's all about. Um, let's go on and get into. Let's talk about this game first. Louisville squeaked by Eastern Kentucky 78-76. Did you guys have some kind of flashback? I mean, I got kind of scared on this one,
Yeah,
and I know we was going back and forth texting and things like that, and this is a game that you could not lose. I think there was
not lose that
consensus
game.
around the board on
Right.
this one. Uh,
Yeah.
Mika, what was your thoughts on this game? And Mr. Waterman came through in the clutch, and the guys didn't panic.
Yes.
But what was your thoughts on this game?
I think that once again that this team has showed us that they are gritty. They are going to do what needs to be done to try to get that win. And Waterman, I mean, I think that I don't know if anyone else felt like I did, but when he had the ball at the last second, I was like, wait a minute, is that who we want taking this shot?
Right,
But
Scared
he
me.
did
right,
it, and you know what I'm saying? So kudos to Waterman because he's
right.
been showing up the last few games, y'all.
Yes, yes,
Since
yes,
Kentucky game, he has.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Whew. Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah,
You're not lying. You're definitely not lying. Bump City, what you
right.
think? What's your thoughts?
Like you said, man, that was a game we could not afford to lose. If we lose that, I think the bottom falls out on us. I think we
Yeah.
lose a lot of, what I'm saying, a lot of the momentum we had, as far as the fan base, the way people are feeling about the team, and you lose to a team like Eastern. No disrespect to them, but you just can't afford to lose to a team like that at home. So I'm glad it was a gritty win. Easton showed a lot of fortitude, came to play, didn't back down from the big environment or whatever that we, what I'm saying, that we had. And I'm glad that Waterman came up at the end. What I'm saying? He took it to the cup. He didn't settle for the jumper. He took it
Nope.
to the cup and finished it for us. So I'm really
Yeah.
excited about that, man. And like you said, he's coming. Mika said he's coming along. We didn't really expect that from him, but since the Kentucky's game, he's shown a lot of flash of what he can be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was crucial. This to win a game like that. You hate to win a game like that. No,
Right,
no, no offense, EKU. All my family graduated from EKU. Pops played at EKU. No offense, but you could not lose to them, especially when after some games play and they're 6-7 now. I mean, there's no way
Uh,
you can survive that. But was it a little bit of hangover? Holiday hangover.
maybe.
Couple of practices off. You had a big win at Florida State. Think EKU who of them, that kind of stuff like that.
right,
But EKU bought it. But that to me, there was so much growth, and I hate to keep on going back to last year. Y'all know what happened. We'd have
right,
lost. We'd have
right.
lost this game. We
We
would
would
had
Yeah,
have.
what a
no
We
chance to
would have.
win. And Rain also, Waterman and Rain, man,
Yes.
they have turned it up. And
they
hats
have.
off to them, man. Hats off to the coaching
Hats
staff
off.
because they had to have conversations, especially with Waterman, because he came in thought he didn't have to touch the paint. He was just gonna be a
Right,
6'11" two guard.
Yeah.
Now you
Right.
got to get in there and get dirty, get your nose cracked a couple of
Yeah.
times, but Mika, you put it right. I mean, hell, I was like, oh my gosh,
right,
I thought he missed it. I was like, what is he doing? He got the
right.
ball.
Hey, and one thing I tell people at the end of the year, be a half a point, 1 point, or whatever. All you're gonna see in the column is a WRL.
A W.
So
A
at the end of
win
the
is
year,
a
it's a
win.
W. Exactly.
Yep.
You're gonna see a W in that column. Not by one, a half a point. It's gonna be a W.
Yep.
Yeah, you're
That
right.
part.
Yeah, you're right. But way to go ahead and peak. Get that. Oh my gosh, she hit it right on the head on that one. And I'm gonna go to real quick, and we can say it again and how much he saved it. Right. Waterman, did he save the season? And we're saying it, and I can start this one off just because I like how Bump City put it. It wasn't just so much. Just that game and not just the tournament, but the fan support. When you start
Right,
losing games that you shouldn't lose, or it remind them of the past years.
Yeah.
Oh man,
right,
I ain't going to that, bro. I'm not
Yeah.
supporting
right,
that. Here we go, same old stuff. I can't tell you guys how many times people, not in my circle, but know that I do, sports stuff like that. They come and like, do you really think PK's good? You know what I'm saying? Like they still question
yeah,
all that stuff, even though you gotta trust your eyes. It looks totally different, right? So all that you still have that lingering sales of that
Yeah.
going on. So to me, yeah, he say the season, and they the biggest prize for them is to get to the tournament and try to make some
right.
kind of noise. So to me, I think he did big time. Bump City, what's your thoughts?
I believe he did. I mean, because if he don't make it and we lose that game, everything goes away from what we've been trying to do this whole year. So just winning that game as opposed to last year, we know we would have lost the game like that.
Right.
So it showed a lot of grit in those guys that they fought, didn't get down, and still battled there at the end to pull it out for us. So I believe he did. I mean, that shot right there could have been a game changer for us if he didn't hit that shot.
True,
Right.
true. Mika,
Yeah.
what you got?
I agree with you guys. I think that was it was major. I mean, and for it to seal the game. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't
Right,
just an average shot, it was to win the game, you know? So I
right,
think that was yeah, I think he definitely saved the season.
Yeah. Woo. Yes, ma'am. Cause we know how we are.
Cuz
right,
you know, we're fickle.
right. We'll
You
turn
know how we
we'll
are.
turn some shit off in a minute.
I ain't going through this. I ain't going through this. Well, not only did he get that win and actually deserve an opportunity to get a signature, to me, a signature win of a name because they struggling.
Right.
They're not the same. But Louisville snaps at actually a 5 game losing streak to North Carolina,
Right.
83 to 70. Mika, you was there. I'm gonna let you go ahead and rock and roll with
I
this.
was. This game was exciting. I mean, the first half I was just like, okay, we probably could beat them. And then the second half when they started making their run and we still controlled the game. I think we got down maybe a couple of times, but it was only by 2 or 1 point. The fan base, it was electric in there. It wasn't as packed as the Tennessee game, and I give that to the holidays, but
Hmm.
Right.
it was still just a fun atmosphere. It was like old Louisville basketball, and then for that announcement to come at halftime, the place
Right.
went crazy. It was just when I say it was so electric, it was it was a good game. It was a good game, and I tell you this. Um, Withers, you a punk, dog. You a soft ass punk. The fact that you want to swing, you want to try to fight at the end of the game. Come on, bruh. Go ahead
Uh huh.
on. Go ahead on.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Garbage.
Right.
Garbage.
Garbage.
Right. Right.
Garbage. Go ahead, Bump
Right.
City.
Mm-mm.
Go ahead.
Hey, piggyback on Mika said, it wasn't just a great atmosphere as far as being, you know what I'm saying, the fans coming out supporting. The win itself, just beating a team with the name North Carolina,
Yeah.
is
That part.
monumental back for us for the program because
Yes.
we two years ago, or last year, or 3 4 years ago, we couldn't fathom this. And just beating a team with those, you know what I'm saying, a blue blood in North Carolina with that name, it
Yeah.
resonates. I seen what Dick Vitale even tweeted out. Congratulations on Louisville and PK on bringing back the program. So I'm ecstatic. It was a great win. Like Mika said, a great environment. And I'm just happy the fellas pulled it out, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just beating a team with the name North Carolina on it means a whole lot again. It seems
Right.
like we're back where we're supposed to be at least.
That part.
Yeah.
That
It,
part.
Right,
great feeling and watching it on TV. You could just feel the vibe and everything like that. You knew that pretty much North Carolina was going to draw. What I'm saying, some people on there, and plus their fans and all that kind of stuff like that. But they looked like they belonged on there, and actually the game probably should have been worse. The point spread
right.
if we didn't miss those
For
free throws.
sure.
If we didn't miss
Free
Yeah,
those
free
free
throws.
throws.
throws,
We got to
the
get
Yes.
game
better
would
at
have
the
been
free
Free
throws.
throws.
out of whack, out of whack. Hats off to, and I'm gonna go this way. Hats off to Terrence Edwards. This because
Yeah,
he has been putting a hell of a streak. 20 points here, 23, 24, 25. Only had like 7 points, but his
Yeah.
defense
his
on
defense,
R.J.
right,
Davis, man, was remarkable. And this to
Yes.
hear PK and them tell the story how he was calling an assistant coach this is why I love PK. He has defensive coordinators and offensive coordinators. So oh boy
right,
was calling the defensive coordinator, which is the assistant coach, and ask him and tell him about the tapes. I'm watching him. I'm ready and all this kind of stuff. They get it, man. Not just the staff, the players, because who don't want to score 20 something against RJ Davis in North
right,
Right.
Carolina? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It wasn't your night. it wasn't your
It
night,
wasn't your
but
night.
defense, it
But
was
you
your
still
night.
locked in, right? You still locked
Locked
in.
in, locked in.
Yeah.
I'm one of the biggest and hardest on James Scott, and I'm still am gonna be this because I'm gonna need you to hit them
Uh-huh.
free throws. But that pick and roll, and you dunking
Yeah.
it. Go ahead, brother. Keep on doing it. You know the
Yeah,
thing. Give us 7 to 8, 9 rebounds.
yeah,
Dunk it every time you get block some shots. Love that.
Yeah.
That's what we
yeah,
need. That is
yeah.
what we need. It's like everybody's
Gotta have
know.
it.
Everybody knows what they did. And Ray Smith, hey, bro, do you, man? That's all I'm gonna say, bro.
And
Because every
Chucky and
time he
Chucky
knocks
and
him,
Chucky showed
well,
out.
Chucky's always. I'm not even gonna.
Chucky's
Yeah.
always
Chucky's to
showing
me,
out.
Yeah.
he gonna
Chucky's
do
gonna
what he's
be.
gotta do because you know he took
Yeah,
it personal. You know, as
yes,
far as that
Hmm.
guard play they got on the side, so he gonna do his thing. But Ray Smith,
yeah.
every time he hits one, is a big three. Man, it makes it two possession and stuff like that. Dude,
Right. It's
boom.
always right on time. It's
Yeah.
on
Right on
time.
time, like you said, Meek. Right on time.
So
On
love it.
time.
Big win, man. Big win. And actually, we already surpassed last year's win total with 9 wins this year.
Wow. Already.
That's crazy.
Kudos.
Kudos. Hopefully, in a couple of weeks, we're going to say we just passed the win total of the last 2 years.
Right.
Right. For the
Right.
last 2 years.
Last 2 years.
That's awful.
Yeah, that's awful. That's real bad. Good win, guys. Big time. Very
Yeah.
impressive. And I love that,
Great job.
man. Oh, my gosh. That is nuts. Let's even think about it. All right. So we got Abubakar is back. And he's got to get in the flow. We know that when you lose something like that, he actually had 6 rebounds or 5 or 6 rebounds yesterday, 2 points. Um, what do you? And I want to go this way, almost like his role. What should his role be, man? And I'm gonna go with you, Bump, and get you Mika a little time to think about it because, like
Hmm.
I said, I just got his
Yeah.
that he's back. What do you think?
Right.
How can he affect this team, man? How do you want him to affect the team? Pretty much.
Come in and just provide some quality minutes. I mean, if you got to play garbage man and clean up and just play be a defensive presence on the
Yeah.
defensive end, we don't expect a lot of you on the offensive end. Just
Right.
be. I mean, coming into the year, I didn't. I expected him to be a cleanup guy, a hustler. If you say a Herb Crook type guy, the what I'm saying, the trash man type guy who's
Mm-hmm.
gonna get in there and provide some quality minutes and some relief off the bench. So he's another body. He's another body that can
Yes.
contribute. He did score. I did see him score
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah.
So he can be a factor down low. Just get in there and muffle things up for us and be a factor on the rebounding boards.
Right. Like that. Like that.
So that's my expectations for him.
Good. Good. Mika, what you got?
I had the same. I just feel like, if you can grab us some boards, you know,
Hmm.
offense, defensive rebounds, that's what's important.
Right.
Second chance points.
Right. Right. You know what? And really, I pictured him doing what Hatley does. You know what I'm saying? Like in the
Right.
beginning of the season, I thought he was going to be that one to have a small forward on him and to kind of back him up, and because he's
Hmm.
athletic, he can jump out the gym and things like that. So I'm with you guys. Like second team or whatever, when you come and break, you need to go ahead and get these rebounds, post up if you can, be a defender because I think he can. He's going to be. He's long enough. And is
Right.
athletic to
Yeah.
pretend. So once he gets really comfortable with that arm, I think this having him as another 6'5", 6'6" guy that can guard perimeter and make chaos out there for all these guards out there. So I'm with you
Right.
Right.
guys. Another body this helps out tremendously, and I hope he has shifted his goals. I mean, I don't know what it was, but
Right.
be a team player. And don't
Right.
you ain't no double
Yeah.
double. Just do it, get in there, get you some 15 minutes, and get up out of there. Pretty much, and that's a beautiful thing. And that just goes right on to the next one, Frank. I know I put Fred. I mean Frank the Tank. That's what I call him. He's actually getting some minutes. He only played 3 minutes yesterday. I think he's been averaging the last probably 3 games, maybe about 5 minutes. I put that on there because I think it's very important to give Scott a legitimate break. Uh, he
Right.
does use Waterman. Waterman's like for real. Waterman's got probably a broken thumb, a busted cranium,
Yeah, I
all
heard
kinds of stuff.
that.
So it's like you're gonna have to use Frank so you don't. scared off Noah. I mean, Noah has done
Right,
probably more physical activities he has done ever as a basketball player in these first
right.
in these first 14 games. So, I mean, that's how I look at it. I don't see no big minutes for him, but this him playing 3 to 4 minutes, I think is doable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This
just
is
steal
throwing
some
another
time
ball.
for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, steal some time
Yeah,
for us. Just
Well,
play
that's
good
yeah. Giving
defense.
somebody some rest.
That's it.
thank you,
Don't
Frank.
mess
Good
up
time.
while you're in there. Don't turn the ball over.
Don't
That's it.
no cheap fouls. Don't be pushing people in the back
Right,
like you do.
Right.
right.
I think I think it blows my mind when you have somebody who's been on scholarship for a total of like 4 to 5 years, and he's like clueless still. Like like
Yeah.
what am I doing? So maybe
One,
three to
one, one
five
of them ones
minutes.
where your grandmama say, "Baby, bless his heart in there. He's trying.
He's trying. He's
Yeah,
trying.
baby, he's trying. He's
He's
trying.
trying.
Bless his heart.
Look
Leave
at
him
him.
alone.
Look at
Right.
him.
Leave that boy alone.
At least he got his
Bring him over here
jersey
and get
on
some of his
correct.
potato salad and corn hash.
He got his jersey on correct today.
For that.
Right, right, right,
Y'all sell it.
Ah,
right.
yeah, that's true. Let me get him
Bless
up.
his heart.
Get bless his heart. Bless his heart. But we had a big time announcement. Mr. Brown. Mikael Brown commitment. What does it mean to Louisville basketball? And Nick, I'm gonna start with you because you was actually there when this went down. So, what's your thoughts on this, and what do you think it means?
I think it was amazing. First of all, it says a lot about PK because
Yeah.
and I believe that I'm right when I say this, that this is our very first 5-star point guard. And he's the number one point guard in the country. Number 11 on the ESPN Top 100. But it says a lot about PK and the trust that these parents are putting into him for because coming in, this will be his second year that when Mikhail comes in, it'll just be PK's second year at our school. And I just think that that's major. Like you pulled something that miraculous that's not been done, and you did it in your first year. You did it within a few months. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
this is this was this is what you guys know. I mean, we are diehard fans, and so our
Right.
fan base has been through a lot. And so for us to feel
Truly.
like we really are making our comeback, because Louisville is considered a major school when it comes to basketball and football. And for us to feel like we're getting back to the caliber that we were, man, it
Right.
just makes my heart so happy.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think that this is opening doors for us to have
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
more
Mm-hmm.
5-star recruits to come in. So I'm excited.
Right. You,
Yeah.
you know what, real quick, and you hit it on the head because not even, and like you said, 5 stars, period. And I love how they're doing it. I love the production, how his camp, his dad, his mom, and everybody is doing
Yes,
it. His script, you know what I'm saying, how they wanted to do things, they handled it right. And you're right, because as much as people want to give some past coaches, all that, he only brought in like maybe one, and that was Samardo Samuels as far as a 5 star.
Yeah.
Telfer committee, he never did come. You know what I'm saying? So
he
it's like,
didn't.
and we got another school up the road that's used to getting number one point guards.
Right.
Yep,
That's kind of different. Go ahead, Bump. I'm gonna let you go ahead,
yep.
brother.
Hey, I'm piggybacking off Mika said means this. What it means to me is like the clouds are gone. You know, the sun is finally shining again,
That's
and
right.
No,
teams
right.
can't use right. The teams can't use that excuse of what we had going on, or this might happen to them,
True.
and it just shows that man that we're back. That
We're
Louisville
back.
is you could come here now and not have to worry about the BSs that went on the last couple of years.
Right.
And I'm hoping the floodgates open with him because we know once you get that
Woo.
first 5 star, plus
Oh
he's a
yeah.
point guard,
Yes.
and people
Yes.
want to play with talented point guards.
Yes, sir.
So I'm hoping he's pulling some of his friends in the camps
Yeah.
in here with him, and kids, not just him, could see around the nation that hey, he went to Louisville. What's going on down there in the Ville again? You know.
Right.
So
Right.
hopefully this is the start of what we got coming in. Kudos to PK, man, for pulling this one off.
Right.
And I know Donovan Mitchell has something to
Yep.
do. He's real close with the kid,
Yep.
so happy for him to be still
Hey,
pulling strings for us and being an ambassador for the school. So I'm ecstatic. Like Mika said, it brings my heart joy being a
kudos,
diehard from
Joy.
way back,
kudos,
and just and
kudos.
see that we got there when I started getting those texts yesterday about we that he signed and you know what I'm saying it's the real deal. Okay, I said we back.
Kudos to Adidas too. As much as
Yes.
They
everybody and
did
all
that
that
Adidas
flack,
was involved.
all that flack and
right,
all that old crap, they know at the end of the day, what business is business, and you know the
Yes.
Louisville's a
right.
big brand, and you want that to go ahead and rock and roll with that and get them back going. So, and
Right.
like you said, Donovan Mitchell's, but I'm gonna tell you what, when you can see the product on the court, and you can see the freedom that these players have to shoot threes, to go
Hmm.
to the hole, dunk, all that exciting basketball, and he's not. What are you doing? Get out of here! Bad shot! Out. He's not doing all that like we seen. Well, Wolf took
Right.
his shit, and people thought that okay, is he going to be able to recruit? He's been at Charleston. He's been at Wolf. Is he ever going to be able to recruit? Get some people there, dude.
He's going
The
after the big
fan
dogs.
base, the
Went
fan
after
base,
the
and
big
the
dog.
brand sells itself, bro. I don't care who you
Right.
are. If you can
Right.
coach and do something, it's gonna attract whatever you need to do. And that style
Yeah.
of play, Chucky is the perfect example. Chucky averaged only like 11 points and 12 points and 3 points his time at Wisconsin. Dude is gonna
Chucky's
be
on some radars now.
Dude's not even just
Yes.
that. Dude's gonna
Yes.
be second team All American and first team stuff like that. Dude is different. And when you can say you can come here, I done coach Chris Paul, Jeff Teague, Ish Smith, Chucky Hepburn, all these people. You next. Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's
The
a
proof
beautiful
Yeah.
is yeah, the
thing.
proof is there.
It's a beautiful thing.
Proof is
It's a
there.
beautiful
Yeah.
thing,
It
man.
is.
And hey, keep it up. And I, like you said, because some of these guys, I love what they're doing. But I love the talented grassroots guys, the high school people that can really play. You know what I'm saying? To get their
Hmm.
opportunity to come in here, who can
Yeah.
do some of the stuff that some of these guys are doing. You don't want to make it all transfer portal. We know we had to do that, and we probably got to do that for a couple
Right.
of years until we get our footing. You get some more Mr. Roos and stuff like that. But a very, very, very upswing, very positive, and that just gave us an opportunity to stick our chest out and some people with their breast out, whatever, and be happy with that. So it is what it is. And
Right.
what started off, let's go and say what really started. Louisville 35, Washington 34. Did y'all think
Right.
it was
Cardiac cards.
did y'all think it was
Yeah.
Stanford all over again? I mean, goodness gracious. Bump City, what was your thoughts on this
Hey,
game?
my heart was racing the whole game. It's one of the better bowl games of the season so far.
Exciting. Yeah.
Yes.
It was a very
Yes.
exciting game. It was, man. I'm glad they pulled it out. I think the refs tried to get us there at the end with the PI call
Yes, sir.
that, was questionable, very questionable. But I'm happy for Brom. I'm happy for the guys that opted in to play, the guys that
Yeah.
we got coming back, and the guys that we got coming in, seeing that, I believe on top of that, we end up signing a couple of guys, if I'm not mistaken,
I
Will.
Oh
think
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, it's once you put a nice product on the TV and kids can see it nationwide, the results start coming in. So, if you a quarterback or receiver and you see this offense we're running, the passing and the two running backs we got,
Right.
it's I want to come to Louisville
Right.
right
Yes.
now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mika J, what you got?
I'm like you guys. I think it was definitely a cardiac moment.
Right,
I don't think that we would be who we are if we don't have those cardiac moments.
Right.
But
right.
shout out to the backup quarterback. Like he came
Yeah,
in
yeah,
and did the damn thing.
Yes, he
Like
did.
right.
I have zero complaints on his play. He definitely showed us
Three
that
touchdowns.
Yeah.
he's nice. He's nice. And I don't remember the guy's name that saved the game. What was his name? He was at the basketball
Uh
game last night.
Antonio. I think Meeks, I think it was.
35.
Yes. Shout
Mm-hmm.
out to him for sealing the win because
Yeah,
that was going to be like, holy crap.
yeah, it was. It would have hurt if we
Because
would have
they was
lost
going to
that one.
beat us on a 2-point
Yeah,
conversion.
yeah,
I
that
was
was the
just
game.
like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
And almost with the all the penalty shit that if they would
right.
Yes.
cover the onside
Yes.
kick field goal, I was like, it's so Louisville. This is so
So
Yeah,
Louisville.
Louisville.
yeah,
So Louisville.
yeah.
Real quick, Mr. English. Y'all know, I've been on that ass all year.
I knew you were
Can,
going there. I knew
can,
you was.
I mean, come on, man. And I get
I
it.
know you
You guys right. It was like 20 some guys who opt out, like 22, 23. This was like some backup. I seen some guys who with the mail, you know what I'm saying? Woo Spencer was in there starting and everything like this. So I know they had to
Mhm.
work some things. So kudos to the coaches. But my God,
Right.
sometimes there's some schemes that when it was like a lot of busted coverage, and it seemed like our whole
was.
problem, except for like, against Kentucky, against Pittsburgh, has been that back end. Like, what are you doing? Because
Yeah.
some of them started. Quincy was the one who didn't play with that one. Then you had the injury when the dude who got the pick six. But it's like
Right.
schematic stuff, man. And I mean, I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't. But I think
I don't
if
either.
we have another year on the defensive side like this, you got to get rid of him because
Yeah.
the offense is setting up to be running smooth, and everything does not have to be a shootout. We would love to win 49-7. 49
Right.
to 14. That's like we did
Yeah.
Right.
Kentucky and all that. We don't have to have back and forth against teams that the dude was a freshman. He only threw for 500 total yardage of the season.
Oh
Mm.
wow.
Lit our asses up. That
Yeah.
receiver
Wow.
only had 3 or 4 TDs on the season.
Yeah, the whole year. The whole year. Yeah.
Lit our
I
Yeah.
didn't
ass
even
up.
get
And
it.
you
Yeah.
know he's going to
Yeah.
him. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Bump, go ahead. I know you was going to
Well,
say
I'm gonna
something.
say
Go ahead, Mika.
I want to
Go
say
ahead,
this
me.
though that two of the and we talked about this early in the season. Like some of the things that when they scored, I don't put on English. I put on the actual DB or receiver or whatever.
Yeah.
The
Just getting beat.
because a couple times the dude was the the Washington player was watching the ball, and instead of us
Going for it.
watching the ball also, we're
Yeah.
watching the player, and the player caught the ball over your head because you wasn't even paying attention to where the ball was
Yeah.
going. So those aren't on English. That is specifically on those players. Like I thought that you learned in Little League you watch the ball to
And you
because
know what?
couldn't
What
you
you
be
saying
going
that,
for the
Mika?
interception?
When you saying that, one of the probably the greatest coach ever, college, Nick Saban. The day I was watching him, he made a point you just made. He said when you playing man to man and and you're not watching your man and you watching the backfield or watching the
Oh, he
quarterback,
get burnt every time.
he said you're gonna watch a lot of passes get completed on you. It's exactly
Yes,
what he said. And so
yes,
like you said, the receiver for Washington, he was just running right past our DBs,
every
just
time.
running right past them for bombs wide open, and you can't have it. So, as far as Ron English, I think, like you said, Willie, he gets another year on how we finished the season. We showed out against Kentucky, helped them.
Yeah.
Then in the bowl game, you played good. So it probably bought him another year. But if you come out next year, because the expectations are going to be a little higher next
The
year.
expectations are higher for sure.
Expectations are higher. So I believe you got to come out next year and prove your worth next year in the first couple of games.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't come out and lose to somebody you have no business. You can't have another Stanford game.
Oh no,
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 You can't.
no. You can't have
no.
that. You can't have SMU. Even though SMU
No.
was a good team, the defense played like dog shit. Like they didn't know what the hell was going on.
I'm watching
That
Notre
kind of
Dame.
stuff.
We should have beat Notre Dame.
Yeah,
Well, we
yeah.
knew we should have beat Notre Dame.
Wide
We
open,
Yeah.
should have beat every team that beat us.
wide
To
open,
be honest,
Yeah.
wide open.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
get one
And
stop.
I think
You get one stop
go ahead,
against
Will.
Miami, you have a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
yeah,
saying? Like, come on,
yeah.
man.
Just think, we lost every game by less than a touchdown or less. Every game we
Seven
lost
points
was by
every
seven or
game.
less.
Yeah,
Yep.
So if you would have had some type of defense,
some type,
which
some
you
type.
know, some type. that play, you know what I'm saying, above the heads 1 or 2 games. You
Yeah.
could be we could be watching Louisville right now.
Yeah,
Right now.
right now.
Right now.
Right.
Right.
I'm gonna need you to spend that NIL money on that back end though, because
And
like
please.
Yeah.
because sometimes it's like Kamika said, like basically, as a DB, you got to know. You first of all, you got to know what you're doing. You got to be comfortable
Right.
enough. You can't just be running, because most of the time they running because they out of position and try to get
Right.
caught up. Like, man, what the hell? And boom.
Yeah.
By the time they get there, dude's already got it. His
Yeah.
head's I ready to just push his
Yeah.
ass out of bounds, take that flag, and that's about the IQ. If I'm getting beat like that, dude, I'm
Hmm.
tackling him. He ain't getting nothing. We give up
Right.
bombs. Like,
Right.
come on, bro. Like,
It seems to
spend that
me
money.
like our DBs. To me, it seems like our DBs plays to tackle the receiver after the catch.
Right,
You never play
Yes.
the ball.
right,
Yes.
right,
You never
Yes.
play the ball. Or the receiver you play to get the tackle after he caught it.
right. Come on, man.
And if you're in the
Come on.
end zone,
Yeah.
what sense does that make? That's a
Exactly.
touchdown.
Yeah, it's a touchdown. You burnt.
You burnt. It's over with.
You burnt.
It's a wrap. All right, let me end it on this one. What grade are you giving the football team? Mika J, what grade are you
For the
giving
year.
for the
For the
year?
year.
For
For
the
the year.
year, okay, real talk. I'm gonna give us an A, just because we knew that our offense was an A plus pretty much the whole season. Uh, Defense came turned on after that Clemson game, and they didn't do nothing but improve. So other than that Stanford game, I don't know. They had I think the flight fucked them up. Um, so
That was the one
honestly,
game. That was the one game
don't
beginning of
Yeah.
the
forget though,
season. I
guys,
said,
we said the number one thing
Yeah.
we said was we wanted to beat Kentucky. We did that. Then we said, okay, do we want to win the bow? Hell yeah, we want to win the bow. We won the bow. I'm gonna give them an A. I think that they did
Okay.
everything we asked for them to do. So, A.
mm, that's good. That's good. I'm gonna go next, bump. I'm gonna give him a B
Go ahead.
plus. I'm gonna give him B plus.
Okay.
This, even though I knew that Stanford, that West Coast kind of scared me when we start previewing the schedule beginning. This that West Coast, that awkwardness, not being used to that. This that defense, man. I mean, granted they did some things, some good games, but just certain games, if you just act like you was there, you might have won, and you
Right.
didn't.
Right.
Offense was top 10 in the nation. Offense was top 10. I mean, I think they said we was the only team that scored at least 24 points in every game. So that
Mm.
right there, like you said, for recruits and all that kind of stuff. To me, it was the
Yeah.
defense, special teams, rocked and roll, all that. But I would say this is B plus with like at whatever you want to go, whatever grade. It's like the next point is A, just because you beat Kentucky and you beat Clemson.
Yes.
Right.
You beat Clemson. Everybody just knew that was going to be lost after the debacles of SNU and Miami. Like, ain't
Yes.
no way we going down there, and they did that. So I'm gonna say B plus with a sway, but a great season though. Bump, what you thinking?
Yeah. I'm going with a solid B across the board for the simple fact that I believe as good as the season was, we like you said, we beat Clemson, we beat Kentucky, won the ball game. It just left me feeling like what could have been.
Mm,
Yeah.
So there's room for improvement.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like you said, I probably would give him a B plus. If you would have lost the Stanford game
Stanford game.
and went on and won at home against SMU, I'm gonna give you Notre Dame, and Notre Dame is hard to win that.
right, right.
So, and we improved. We beat teams like we lost to last year. We had no business losing to
Right.
yet. So I'm gonna give a solid B because I feel like we still, we got, if we're gonna be on the A plus quality, we got to beat teams we're supposed to beat.
True,
Yeah.
You got to, and you can't
Yes.
afford to lose to teams like SMU at home
true.
when it's major implications involved with it.
That's true.
So I'm gonna give us a B because just for the simple fact I'm happy with the season, but I feel that there's room for improvement, a lot of more improvement that we can
Agree.
do for next year.
Yeah.
Right,
Good, good. Hey, great season, guys. Got the Sun Bowl trophy, big time. All right. So what are you leaving the people
right.
with? Mika J, we start with you. What you leaving the people with?
First of all,
Virginia
Happy
this
New Year
weekend.
once again. I don't think we play till Tuesday, right? The boys don't play till Tuesday against Clemson.
No, we play Saturday. Virginia,
Oh,
at
who we play
Virginia.
Saturday?
Virginia.
Oh, so
Virginia.
Tuesday is just the next home game, right?
Right,
Okay.
right.
Hmm.
So we need to go into Virginia and beat them. Okay. So hopefully we go in there and handle business.
Woo.
And good luck to the ladies and go cards.
Bump
That's
City.
right. Hey, like Mika said, man, going down to Virginia, I'm
Woo.
hoping that we can go down there. Which to me, it's gonna be a hard. Which Virginia always plays us tough, but I
Yeah.
feel this is a new era. I
That's
believe
right.
we play better on the road than we do at home.
We
That's
do.
right.
We
So
do.
we do. So I'm hoping we can go down there and keep the ball rolling, keep its momentum going, keep the excitement going, and just what I'm saying, go down there and get a victory. And like Mika said, good luck to the ladies. I'm gonna have to start getting back in tune with them.
Right, me
And
too.
Happy New Year's. Go Cards.
Yeah, big time. You said it real quick. In the past, one of the problems with the Virginia, we never
Hmm.
had people who wanted to penetrate. I think Chucky is not going to be made not to penetrate,
Right.
and we got enough scores. So
Right.
I think we can go ahead and do some damage. Like you said, it's a new era. It is what it is. We're not going to be afraid because a lot of times I think we was even the kids was afraid, didn't want to play, and it's
Mental.
Virginia with
Yeah.
the laps big
Yeah.
time. So go ahead. The guys take care of business. The ladies, please go ahead and get back because I don't want to see Jeff Walls, his streak of NCAA tournament be lost because
Right.
there's plenty of talent on this team. You're not going to be a
It
high
is.
seed, but you can be an 8 or 9 seed and get in there.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. But thank you guys for joining. Thank you for all the sponsors, Mile Wide, all that kind of stuff, and Valor Empire. We really appreciate you guys. Don't forget, we'll be back. It's on Friday, 6 p.m. God bless, and we out. Peace.
L's up, baby.
Bye.